Fellas, on June 5th, we have some new coming patch notes. Like usual, they come out at 9 a.m. UTC. Then for PST, I think that's around 2 a.m. AST is around 5 to 6. There is going to be a brand new experimental mode, and that's going to be Ultron's Battle Matrix Protocol, which actually sounds pretty fun. And this is the video that they do have for it. You won't be able to rank up Ultron from here. So you build a team. Actually, you know what? It's looking a little bit complicated. And then you go up against robots and fight that way.
By the eye of Agamotto.
You know what? This actually looks rather interesting. And then as you go through rounds, it gets progressively harder. So Iron Man is just going to be OP. And then of course there's rewards with it. So when you do jump into the game mode, you'll be facing off against 5 other players. Obviously you get to build your team of 6. Not every single character is available as of this moment. And just like most auto chess games, the first round will be the practice round against the robots. And then that practice round will repeat every couple of rounds. The core gameplay looks somewhat like TFT. I'm not sure what that is. Your heroes fight automatically once the battles start, but the strategy comes from how they're set up beforehand, kind of like chess. You can place your support heroes in the back, tanks in the front, which kind of sounds rather right. Anyways, just for how you play the game. And there are some synergies you'll see on the left side from the video. And then as you go through, you get to upgrade your cards in different ways. And then you'll have a reserve pool of 3 heroes you can swap out between. There's a health bar-ish system where you started with 50 points, and as you lose health. And then you lose if you hit 0. And you want to be the last person standing. This goes from June 6th, so this will be Saturday until June 23rd. Although if this does receive positive feedback, it will stay as a permanent game mode. That's pretty neat. I like that. And then it comes with its own set of rewards. Earn a spray and an emoji for completing 3 out of 10 matches. And there's also a special emoji available for players who manage to reach 2,000 points during the period. So rewards are kind of hit and miss. But honestly, it does seem a little bit fun, especially to do if you are waiting for some friends to join your game. I like it. I don't know, like most of the game modes, they seem fun for a day or so, but then I don't actually play them all that much afterwards. And then coming on, did I say June 6th was Saturday? I apologize. This is coming June 6th on Friday. I don't know why I thought today was the 3rd. I apologize. Also coming on Friday, June 6th, we have the new Wolverine skin, which looks super tight. I've heard some complaints that he's wearing pants because normally he wouldn't when he's in that form. I'm not complaining, but also it would be, I think if they were to go down that avenue, it would open them up to a lot more customizations that I think would not be good for the game. And then there is a new Jeff skin. This is one that was teased a while ago, and it's the first Jeff skin since season 0. Which is awesome. Unfortunately, they just recently completely changed Jeff to be a lot more different than what he once was. I played him a little bit in ranked. He's not awful, but he's a lot different. It is so much easier now to rank up with Jeff than it was before because you can get a ton more healing and a ton more damage in pick. And so for the Wolverine skin, 1600 credits, so it's only going to be epic, as we can see there. And it comes with the usual costume spray, nameplate, all that good stuff. And then for the trailer, which actually looks really good. It honestly makes me want to play Wolverine.
Look who just showed up.
I dig his hair too. Good emote. They actually didn't show all of that much with this little trailer, but it looks really good. All things considered, I think we will see a lot of him. Although this season is not the best for Wolverine. And then with Jeff the Landshark, we got a legendary set, 2200 credits. Jeff isn't dead. he's just different now. I don't think the change will be reverted, but I do think he needs a little bit of a buff to his healing. And he'll get the same legendary costume spray, MVP, emote, and nameplate. He does look really good. And how do you get these? You go to the store and buy it. I don't know why they have to show how to get it. They look really cool. And it's going to be a limited time login reward, the tic-tac-toe spray, where log in during the event and you'll be able to get a spray for tic-tac-toe, X's and O's from what I can understand. You have about a week to do it. I can guarantee you now there's going to be some videos where it's like, hey, let's do tic-tac-toe for who gets point first. So there's 2 new optimizations. Loki's illusions can now perform emotes. Yes, that's really good. I think since season 0, people have been asking for this. So if you're Loki, you got clones down and you pop an emote, right as of this moment, the clones wouldn't do anything, but now they will do the emote as of Friday, of course. And players can now have up to 6 sprays on the battlefield at once. Okay, I guess, okay. Platforms, enhance the Jeff NATO team up profile story. I honestly didn't know there was a story. You haven't tried it? Try out the Jeff NATO team up. It's disgusting. And then maps and modes. Fix certain terrain issues on the Hellfire Gala Karakoa map, where characters could be stuck or clip into strange locations. That's a general fix up we keep seeing. It's very good, I guess, but it's not something that you often see. And so for the comment, not the patch we wanted. We want the Jeff rework reverted. Listen, I just got really good with Jeff before the change. I like how he was before. I will stand on that, but I don't think it's going to go back. Jeff wasn't really that good for people who didn't play him as DPS Jeff. He did get a lot of flack. Even when I tried and went in my way, like I had to really put in work just to try to keep up with healing. But now it's a lot easier to get the healing and keep up, and you do a ton more damage. And then just for the community this week, try competitive. No, I get that. As someone who does a ton of quick play, it's competitive is a different breed. Actually, I got a good question for you, which hopefully someone can leave in the comments. When it comes to competitive, I know for a long time there was the rank inflation where you didn't need to really be that good to rank up into GM and a little bit higher. Is that still the case? I swear the quick play games get a lot more competitive than the competitive games. Although I am sure it's easier to do with a team rather than just going in solo. This is a very good one. Magneto, who can control all these metal characters who he can't control. The game's a little bit weird. And then with the new meta, actually I have been seeing something like this a lot. The Rocket and Penny team up is really, really good. Storm received a small buff to her ultimate, but she is coming back with a vengeance this season, especially with Jeff. Ultron, I think people were too quick to judge. I've been playing with, I don't know if they're good Ultrons, but they're decent at him. And Ultron, like 8 out of 10 games has been MVP. Tons of picks, tons of healing. Of course, with the community, it's a vocal minority that you'll hear often. You don't have to listen to what other people say. If you like someone, play them. Here's actually a good one. Mantis, can you do burst healing? Ultron, no, but can you? Ultron, a lot of the supports, there's different complaints for some of the different supports, from survivability to healing to basically being DPS. And I think that's where Jeff really took a hit, because he could fit into a lot of the complaint categories for all the different supports. But he's good. Ultron is also very, very good. And then here we have a good deal of the collectibles so far. With a very good question, do the collectibles have any use at the moment? Not that I'm aware of. You can't even sell them. And then this, you know what? Wow. And then this is part of the Rocket and Penny team up. You can have, it's like 3 different web nests, counting Rocket's BRB. It's very good, I'm just saying. Anyways, that's a wrap on this patch notes for Marvel Rivals. The season is just starting, a lot of fun things coming out, and I'm actually excited to see what else is coming. Hit the like button if you're still watching, subscribe for more videos like this if you haven't already, and stay tuned for the next one. YouTube thinks you like this video next? Let me know if you do.